14th to the 15th for Sagittarius, please. So Sagittarius, the energy coming into your reading for this daily reading is the Emperor, and the Emperor is someone that's quite strong, someone that has the ability to support a family. So this is someone that is taking on some sort of father role, you know. They have the ideas in order to implement and take control over situations, and they also have their pentacles. They have this success, this growth, this value within themselves, and they also have their emotions. They're quite emotionally intelligent, so they're really building this this level of security, and this is someone that people can go to for guidance, and they will provide the right support, okay? This is that sort of person. And that could be in whatever way. It can be they are quite wise. So it's establishing, it's getting to that place where someone can feel like they've built themselves up to a point where they don't have to worry so much. Okay, where they can be quite sure of themselves, quite self-assured. It's all about structure. It's about building that structure with the Emperor card. You know, being quite strong, remaining quite strong and in one's ideas. And this came out with the Five of Pentacles, and this can be a card of feeling left out in the cold in some way. This can be, you see how, you know, they're struggling in some way, and they're walking along, and there's this sense of lack, okay, because the window in front of them is glowing, but they're on the outside and it's snowing, okay, it's cold outside. But what they have done is they have gathered all they can and they are sticking together. So this is actually about a card of coming together in times of need, coming together in times that are tough and staying committed. It's about those people that truly stick by someone through thick and thin. This is that sort of card, and this is, I love this card because of that, because if this is about relationships, if this can ever be associated with relationship, it's someone that will really stand by someone no matter what, and be, you know, be the strength for one another. They will do what they can. They will use any means necessary in order to have this sense of completeness. I feel completeness. And the Emperor, the energy coming in as the Emperor, that is all about structure. So it's about getting out of that, you know, if they're, you know, it's about staying strong, staying together, staying in one's foundation, and, you know, building a structure, keeping a sense of building, even through times that are quite hard. Okay, so this Five of Pentacles is followed by the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely a good reading here. The Ace of Cups is overflowing emotion. This is fulfillment in some way. This is happiness. This is achieving something that that can be quite fruitful, that can be quite abundant. You see how there's a bird on the top which represents freedom. There is here a hand being extended and a cup overflowing with water. This is someone receiving something that is truly quite beautiful to them, something that they greatly appreciate and hold dearly. And I'm noticing how the water in the Ace of Cups, it flows down into a stream at the bottom. And this stream is going to build and build and build, okay, until it reaches this ocean, okay, this depth. So I feel like this is something with the Ace of Cups that has so much potential to grow and keep growing. And it will grow. I'm seeing this card overflow with water, actually. I'm seeing that water build right up to the top of this card. So this is only, if this is fulfillment, and this is true fulfillment already, I feel like this is only just the beginning, and I feel like someone needs to prepare themselves for this, prepare themselves for actually feeling quite satisfied within themselves, and it getting better and better and better, and knowing that they deserve it. You know, this is stability with the Emperor. This is someone that stays with someone through anything. Okay? And there may be some situations in the past that have been not quite fulfilling, okay, that where someone hasn't stuck, you know, where they haven't felt the sense of togetherness, where they have had to go it alone, okay, and there is a death to these times. So I wouldn't get scared about this card. I feel like this is a positive card. This is a card of saying that someone isn't going to feel alone. Someone isn't going to feel like they are lacking something. Someone isn't going to feel like there isn't structure, that there isn't stability. There is a death to that. That is coming to an end. There is a chapter closing and another one opening that is quite abundant. And this is a card, a reminder as well, to look back over those lessons in life that have been quite hard, that someone has had to overcome, and to see how they have reacted to those lessons, see how they have interpreted those lessons, if that interpretation was in line with who they are now and how they have grown, or perhaps just what they can take away from that experience that isn't so bad, okay, over these losses that we do have in life. Okay? A real sense of growth, a real sense of a chapter now coming together, and this chapter is one that is secure. This chapter is one that is one of completeness, okay, one of togetherness through any situation, and it's also emotionally fulfilling as well. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, daily. And perhaps because this is a daily reading, Sagittarius, this is someone just acknowledging that something is coming to an end soon, and there's going to be some sort of new chapter, and they're just taking note of this new chapter and thinking about what they must do. Or perhaps, this is past, it's going to be different for all of you. So the next two came out together, and this is the Page of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So I will address these individually. So the Page of Cups is about this empathy, this real emotional intelligence, and also a sense of innocence as well in their emotions. They're quite honest, they're quite faithful, they're quite sincere about how they feel, and they're extending their cup, they're extending their hand. And I feel like as well, even though this is sincere, this is quite, this is a page, so it's the start of something. So it's interesting how I was saying about a new chapter is starting, and then a page came out, right? And it's this first page, and I said how this Ace of Cups is only the beginning, right? So this page, this is the first page of something, and I feel like this hand that they are extending is actually is the Ace of Cups, and this water is going to overflow, okay? Because we do have water flowing in the background of this card as well also, okay? And this card. And I feel like that is going to build and build and build. So there's real potential in this new chapter that someone is on at the moment, or perhaps is coming towards. And the Four of Pentacles is all about value, is all about success with those pentacles, and it's about holding on to something quite tightly. And I feel like this is someone that wants to achieve something, wants some sort of success, and it's okay to hold on to something sometimes and be protective over it. If someone has had to go through so much, has had to, it has had this sense of not having structure in their life, and had this sense of, at one point, lacking emotional fulfillment, lacking, you know, the stability, you know, not feeling this sense of completeness, this sense of togetherness, this sense of emotional fulfillment, right? So it's only, you know, it's quite justified to feel like that, holding something quite tightly because they care. I'm having this feeling of overwhelming emotion here, actually, Sagittarius, as I'm reading this. So I feel like I'm really picking up on someone's energy, that they're just quite protective, and they want this to work, but they want it to work in the right way, and they're going to start this chapter in a very sincere way, I feel, and it's something that they've had to think about quite a lot and you know, open themselves up to. Okay, so that's the end of the daily reading for Sagittarius. Now this is a card to take note of today. What does Sagittarius have to take note of today? This could be something quite small, this could be something quite significant. It's just a message for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. So what I'm getting here, this Two of Swords can be a card of lacking clarity. It's indecision. It's following one's intuition in order to take that blindfold off. It's about taking that, you know, it's about taking that blindfold off with someone's mind, you know. They're having to go within themselves because they cannot see the path forward. Okay, and I feel like this is coming to an end. Okay, I feel like someone has made a decision. Okay, I feel like someone is, you know, they've picked a sword, okay? So you see these swords here, they can represent ideas, they can represent anything really, whatever resonates, okay, for this general reading. And what they've done is they've picked a sword now, and that blindfold is off. And actually I'm getting an image of someone standing up without any swords and looking up into the horizon, okay, and seeing the beauty of what is to come, okay. They are standing on a beach, I feel, because this is a beach, but I'm getting an image of someone standing on a beach and looking up at the horizon. And maybe some of you need to do that, you know, but I feel like this period of feeling, you know, a little bit indecisive, but not even indecisive, it's something about lacking clarity in some sort of way, okay. I feel like that is coming to an end. I feel like this is, you know, this is different now. Someone is really seeing things clearly, okay, moving forward. They've finished a chapter of their lives, and they're standing at the, you know, standing on a beach, and they're just looking up, and they're taking a big breath in and realizing how much they've overcome and how much they have to gain, and how much in the future, what there is in the future that is going to be so beautiful. And so, you know, this sun coming up and warming their heart, okay? Because swords is all about ideas, but the cups are all about emotion. So I feel like they're in this energy now where they're following their heart. That's what they're doing. Yeah, so that is the daily reading, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another daily reading.